Was it just a really good shooting night? Were you getting the exact looks you wanted? Was it a combination? What was working so well offensively?
Well, I just think, we really have been trying. It hasn't always looked like it. I've been trying to get them to reverse the ball and just take an easier shot. And tonight, I think we did that pretty well. A lot of times the percentages will eventually come back, right? That's crazy. No one's going to shoot that type of percentage. But that's just a lot of nights that we have not shot well. Eventually, it was going to kind of autocorrect. And I think that was just a testament to probably a lot of their pent-up frustration, and we're just ready to not feel as disappointed as they have been for really a fair amount of games. So I think it kind of starts with Lucy Olson, when she had an 8-for-8 type of night, and she kind of, I watched her in practice, and before the game started, I said, I feel it for you tonight. I said, I see it, I feel it, you just need to go do it. And when she started to hit like that, everybody else loosened up.
Yeah, I don't think you guys missed a three-pointer until your 10th attempt somewhere
really?
up there.
Oh, really?
It was 8 for 8 in the first half, and then I think eventually you missed one. Does that, how much confidence does that give the team, particularly coming off the disappointing losses?
Yeah, I just think, there's just a lot to be said. When you see the ball go in, it just opens things up. And we haven't been shooting the ball well. So no one's been seeing it go in. Typically it's been McCabe, and then sometimes we'll have Aaliyah, but we haven't seen that long ball go in consistently, and so it can be contagious both ways. And so tonight it was in our favor, which I was really, really happy for.
And then I just have one more, and then I can let you go. Sorry. Xavier Sellers usually leads this team in scoring by quite a bit. I don't have a box for me. I don't know what she ended up with, but she had 3 points with a couple minutes left in the game. How did you shut her down, and was that a particular focus of the team's defense?
Absolutely. The key to the game was their 3-point defense. When they lose, they're in their low 30s. When they win, they're 39. They lead the Big Ten in 3-point shooting percentage. So we really wanted to make them work for it. We instituted a trap on the side whenever they tried to flip a screen or bottom it up. And I just said, I want you to go as aggressively as you've ever done it this year, because I wanted him to have all of them collectively, because all three of them can shoot. They're 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And I think the way we started the game, and our defense has typically always been there, and it was up until the end. We subbed, with 4 minutes, and they continued to press and score it up, and that's fine. But I think the way we started was that got them a little on their heels.
You said you saw Lucy's night coming, so what did you see?
Well, she just is such a good scorer, but she's just been taking shots that are so difficult to make. If you did a dive in the Olympics, if you graded some of the shots she's trying to do, however you do that, that dive was a hard dive, or that was a easy dive. A lot of the shots, they go in when you're having a night, right? But the way a lot of teams were defending her, and when it's not going well for anybody else, your key takes it on their shoulders. So I've really been trying to relax her and kind of trust that ball reversal, and just trust that if it goes in and it can come out. And it was just nice. I think it was a perfect storm of the way Washington played us, the way we started out defensively. They got timid, and it wasn't until the very end of the game that they threw on their press and they got a little bit more aggressive. So I just saw Lucy is a nice scorer, and it just hadn't translated yet. So I'm hopeful that now that she's seen it go in, and I thought, for the most part, other than our turnovers, that's my one thing. We had way too many unforced turnovers, which has been the problem this whole year on the losses. But when we had such a cushion and we were shooting such a great percentage, then you don't notice it as much unless you're a coach, and you sure as heck notice it, right?
Two-part question here with Hannah. Obviously she couldn't go, but do you have any update with her? And then the person who really filled in for her today, Addie, had basically her best game ever in the Big Ten.
Well, I really felt like with their posts, they're not traditional posts. They're big, but they don't score there, right? They run the Princeton offense, they screen. A 14 can hit a 3 every now and then, but it's not exactly in her bag, but that's a face. And they don't, the way they defended, I thought Addie is pretty strong and big. So I just really we did empower her and be like, if we get it to you, you're going to be able to score. So it was just like it was a good opponent at a really good time that we matched up well with what our strengths were. I mean, I just feel like they're a really good team, but you know, they caught us on a really bad night, you know, because we were coming in, let's go, let's show what we can do. And I think we utilized our inside, and I think, you know, us getting hot at the right time. But I thought we could utilize the inside game because Addie, you know, has had really a lot of nice nights, and I pretty much know, I think, which post that she'll be able to really stack up against. And I thought this was one of the matchups tonight. If we could get her the ball, that she could have a nice night. And thankfully, our game plan was sound.
You know your post play.
Yeah, well, sometimes, yeah.
What about Hannah? Anything new with her?
You know, just the same. I mean, all I've heard, I think I'm glad we don't play this weekend. That gives us another, we play Tuesday night, I think.
Yeah.
So I feel good. I think she started to do some of the protocol of activity, but they haven't given me any timeline. So, of course, you know, I was hoping she was going to take a commercial flight yesterday to be here. Right. So I didn't get that good news yesterday. But hopefully, I think it's trending in the right direction. But no one's given me a timeline.
Okay, two more if you have time.
Yeah.
Inside the box, for Tegan Mulaney, she hit her first 3 of 2025.
I know.
How about that?
Yeah.
You know, she got some good minutes for you with Hannah out at the 4.
She did, and that's one thing. It was just nice to be able to, you know, get these minutes. She got a few in Oregon, and she got foul trouble there. So then tonight it was nice that we could. It was just a good night. Everybody got some minutes. Everybody hopefully gained some confidence, and you know, Tegan really is one that needed to see the ball go in. It's just been a struggle. So I'm so happy that she got to see it go in. But I think again, it was going back. It was contagious when everybody else is shooting, and there's not quite as much pressure on that because we already had a little cushion. That I think that can bode well for all of our freshmen.
Okay, last one. You talked about everyone was kind of tight the other day at Oregon. Did you feel that pressure release a little bit?
Yeah,
tonight?
well, I think you know, there was not, you know, no major come to Jesus meeting. It's just being consistent and, you know, trying to keep them in the locker room and not all the noise. You know, what I see every day is young women showing up, and, you know, when you're coaching, you get in it for the journey. And when you're in the journey and you're into the hard parts, you also have to rally to make sure this is part of the deal, is how you weather and get them through. And so they've been showing up. And so I just, you know, we just kept talking about the breakthroughs coming. And they believed, and, you know, there's a lot of basketball left to be played, a lot of great opponents. The Big Ten is so tough. But I love how they've been showing up. And I'm just happy, so happy they got a win, because they've been close and didn't fall their way. And tonight it was nice it fell their way.
Did you sleep on planes, or are you gonna?
Yeah, no, I think I haven't been sleeping overall anywhere lately as well, but I usually can. It's gonna be a weird one tonight because we're get home in the middle of the night, but that's also another thankful. I know it's cold at home. It'd have been a lot colder, and it would have seemed a lot later. So at least when we get out of the car, we can have a breathe a little bit.
I don't know. We just kept believing, and we've been working in practice hard. We haven't given up on each other, and yeah, we finally turned the corner. So a win felt nice.
What was the last couple days like? You know, you lose the game at Oregon, and then you got either time to dwell on it or time to fix stuff, or how was it for you guys?
Yeah, I think both. We had a lot of time. We have been on the road for a while, so we had some time to go back, watch the game, learn from it, but then you also can't dwell on it because we knew we had a tough team ahead. Yeah, a little bit of both, I would say.
Yeah. Did you? I mean, Jan was talking about it. I think Sid was talking about it after the game in Oregon. Like, you guys just were feeling a lot of pressure. Do you feel like that was lifted a little bit tonight?
Yeah, I think we just changed our mentalities a little bit. Like, go out, play for each other. You can't really control all of it, but just keep trying our hardest. And yeah, there's not too much pressure on us. So.
Yeah, but you weren't feeling that? You weren't feeling that?
Oh, before?
Before?
Yeah, I think we were just trying to be perfect, like do everything right, because we were losing, and we all want to win. So we're like, okay, we got to fix this, we got to fix that. But tonight we're like, let's just go out and play and see what happens.
When did you know tonight was going to be a good night?
I don't know when we got up by that.
How about these? You know, the Oregon game for you obviously wasn't what you wanted. How were you dealing with that? I mean, you weren't on the floor at the end of the game.
Yeah, no, it's been tough, but I know my teammates are really good too, so anyone they put out there is going to be good. Like, we're going to be a tough team no matter what, if I'm on the floor or not. But obviously, I want to be the best I can and help our team win.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been tough, but my coaches have helped me a lot, my teammates have helped me a lot, and tonight felt good.
Yeah, good bonding at the Pike Place Market.
Yeah,
you know
that
what I
was
mean?
funny. Yeah,
Does
yeah.
that, I mean, is stuff like that when you're on a road trip like that, does that loosen you up a little bit? Like,
Yeah, I think
you know
so.
what I mean?
We got to have a day full of fun, and we're thinking about, we had practice in the morning, so we kind of got to enjoy the rest of the day a little bit,
Yeah.
and then we're back to business. But we said like every day's a new day, but it was fun to, yeah, just enjoy the area with the team.
Yeah, have you ever been here before?
No, I haven't.
What
Yeah.
was the best part of the day?
Maybe the Ferris wheel.
Oh, you
Cool
did.
views. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, congrats. Thanks
Thank
a lot.
you.
Yep, how about that?
Oh yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah, yeah. I think your high was like Drake. Anyway, you got it going early, Addie. Like, did you know it was going to be a big night for you?
Yeah, I mean, we really worked on like getting into the post, and then we figured that they were going to start doubling, but they didn't for a while in the beginning, so that was really good to get me flowing. And once I made a few, and they did start doubling, I was able to kick it out for open shots and open threes, and then they were able to get it back into me. So yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of those kickouts turned into threes, and that's exactly what you guys wanted. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's something we've worked on a lot.
Yeah. Why has it been so tough lately, and why did it go so well today?
Yeah, I don't know. I think today was really good. We were not focused on individual performance. We were focused on getting each other open. Like, I was gonna go set a screen for Taylor to get a three, and she was gonna look in for me. Like, we were all just focused on getting a win collectively, because it doesn't matter what your stats are individually if you're gonna lose. And we were sick of losing, so wanted to leave here with one win, and we got it done tonight.
Yeah. What was it like the last couple of days? Like, you lose in that fashion to Oregon, and have to feel terrible, I'm sure. And then you have almost 60 hours between games. Maybe even more. Like, how did that? What did you do to process all that?
Yeah, I think watching film back of the Oregon game, and we were in control for most of the game until that third quarter. And it's I mean, the past 5 games, it's really been one possession that we do differently, we win. So just having confidence in ourselves, that our coaches know what the best decisions are for us, and that we are a great team. We just had some unfortunate runs in the past 5 games, but we just have so much trust in each other that we can get it done.
Pressure, did you feel pressure before, and did you feel like it lifted?
Yeah, I think today we didn't feel any pressure. That was one of the things that Sid said before the game. We have no pressure on us anymore. We can be the underdogs, and I think we really thrive in that position.
Yeah. Thanks, Addie. I appreciate it very much.
Thank
Big
you.
game. What happened the last couple of days? Did you to make you guys play like you did today? What switch flipped between Oregon and here?
I don't think that there was ever a switch in our intensity or focus or mindset or anything.
Yeah.
We just knew that our time was coming, and we stayed positive and we stayed persistent and optimistic, and it just really paid off. And I think that, this is, on top of it being a win, it was just so good to see everyone play well and everyone play together, and just all of our weapons and pieces finally come together and showing our stuff. And I can't stop smiling, honestly. It was just so much fun and so good to see everyone get to play today. And I know that we'll have a great 4-hour play ride home. So.
Yeah, but you get to go now, though, right?
Yeah.
Which is so are you gonna sleep on the plane, or is it gonna be
I
fun?
hope I sleep on the plane.
You're gonna sleep.
I
okay.
hope so, and then I got school in the morning. But that's the way life goes around here, so that's perfectly fine, and it's better coming off of a win like this. So.
Yeah. So I mean, did you think about that plane ride at all, beforehand?
Oh,
You don't want to.
No, definitely
long if you're
not
lost.
until we were packing up, and then I was like, man, we're going home today.
Yeah.
We've been gone for a little while, and this is the end of break, really, but
Yeah.
I thought we ended on a good note, and I just feel like we have a lot of momentum now, so it's really good to see.
When did you know it was going to be different tonight?
After Oregon, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I thought with Oregon we were just so close, and we really did play well despite, losing by 1, and so it was really just, it was heartbreaking, and so I think that after that, just seeing how everyone reacted and still stayed positive and still stayed together, and we weren't being, super negative or upset. And so because we knew we had another game in a few days, and we really bounced back with that. So that was just so good to see.
You couldn't go anywhere.
No, we were stuck. We were trapped, but that's okay sometimes.
Yeah.
Being trapped with each other is not the worst thing for us.
Yeah,
So.
and you got to go. I mean, you were here for a pretty magical time 2 years ago in Seattle.
Yeah. We were just here, honestly.
Yeah, did that?
It was
Kindle any
it was
vibes or
different.
anything?
Yeah. Truthfully, yeah. Because there was not that many of us that were here. Me, Jada, Sid, Kylie, Addie, and AJ. I feel like we're the only ones that were. But just kind of recapping, like, oh yeah, we were just here, and when we were here, we were doing all this crazy stuff, and on top of that, we were, winning crazy games, and that's what this program does. And so I feel like, that was kind of a leadership moment for us too, just being like, hey, we've been here before, and we've won here before, and different things like that. So.
Yeah, like the offense, like it looked like your old offense, like today too. Because you had like 50, 70 against Illinois, and 49 against Oregon. You had 50 in the first half today. What happened?
I just think that our offense has so many good components and pieces, and we finally just trusted it enough and moved the ball really, really well, played in transition the way that we do, and that's just something that teams probably haven't seen from us a lot recently because we just haven't been able to get our flow, and as soon as we did, then we were just clicking.
Well, one last question. What moves you got going today? How much have you guys needed that?
Oh, I think that was so huge, and she had a great week of practice, great week of confidence build-ups, and I'm sure she was a little upset after Oregon as well, but she didn't stay down, and she's such a fighter, and she's such an elite player, and so that's just what good players do, and she's one of the best. So it was so good to see that from her. I'm so excited.
Have a good trip back.
Thank you.